Evening, people. Evening. This is a totally different show. Something I've never done before. It's not my idea. I'll have to give the credit to one of my subscribers for doing this and asking to do this. But I thought, yeah, that's not a bad idea. We're going to talk about some of the great players we watched as we grew up, from kids to now. And I think it'd be quite different because I've already seen some great names in the chat, to be honest. And anyway, before we start that, Shay, how you doing, mate? Have you got over last night?
Yeah, it's all good. Like I said, I have that breakfast show, and it's a nice way to get it out of your system, talking to like-minded people, and set you up for the day. But look, in a weird way, it's the sort of the punishment that maybe the club needs. But the only problem is that we're the ones that feel it, and the other people don't. The ones that still want them in. But listen, we're here to talk about world football, and it's a nice little move away from our club, which is really starting to stress everybody out, I feel. So it'd be nice to just talk about the sport that we love as well, and leave the team that we love to the side for a while and just talk about global football, because we all fell in love with football as when we fell in love with our club. So really looking forward to it. Really look forward to it. And thanks for having me on. And big up to DJB in the chat, of course.
Thank you, mate, for coming on as always. DJB, passionate. I saw you today.
Yeah,
brilliant.
Yeah, it was hurting, man. I had to put something out there. Yeah, it did affect me, to be honest. I think the problem is I'm looking at the future, and I'm a bit scared, mate. I'm a little bit scared. I'm a little bit worried of how the club is going to be, because it doesn't look to be going in the right direction to me. It may look good from the outside, but that was the final nail in the coffin yesterday, watching them win a European trophy. I just want to say it's not the fact who won it. It's the fact that our record in Europe is so abysmal. So any European trophy that your rivals win is really sticking the knife in, because us in Europe, let's be honest, as a football club the size of Arsenal, the record is abysmal. And when you've got certain people disrespecting other European cups and only focusing on the Champions League, I'm just desperate to win a European trophy, because the record's not been good, has it? The fact that Tottenham have won a European trophy and we haven't won one since 1994, that's the problem, guys. That's what everyone is missing. That's the point everyone is missing. We haven't won a European trophy for a long, long time. That's the problem.
31 years, mate.
It is, and it's too long for a club the size of Arsenal. Our European pedigree is not very, very good. So that's what hurts. Not, obviously Tottenham winning it is an extra kind of dagger in the heart, but but the show goes on. There's life after football. Got the summer coming up. Got the cricket to look forward to. So all is rosy.
No. I'll be fishing, mate. I'll be fishing.
Exactly.
Anyway, let's get into this.
Yeah.
Let's get into this. Right. I'm going to start it off, right, with some goalkeepers. Iconic goalkeepers, England's goalkeepers. Now, obviously, I'm going back in a bit of time here. When more than most of the people watching were born, but they continued their careers. Oh yes, he's got it in the chat. Yeah, Gordon Banks, Peter Shilton, who, let's be fair, went on to be a great goalkeeper for Nottingham Forest. And I'm just going to quickly do the super chat before I get Dale. Big up to you, man. Thank you for that. When you say the size of Arsenal, DJB, well, hey, there you go. But Henry Good, Peter Shilton, yes, and of course Gordon Banks. Gordon Banks, Stoke goalkeeper,
Wow. Yeah.
great goalkeeper. He was goalkeeper in the 1966 World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
In goal in the 1970 World Cup. Did the
Made that
amazing
save against Pele. Yeah.
Pele, where Pele actually shook his hand.
Mm-hmm.
So it don't get much better than that. Let's be fair.
No.
But after that comes also Gareth Sprake, who was the great Welsh international goalkeeper for Leeds United in the 70s with that great Leeds United team. And let's be honest, they were a fantastic team.
They were.
But yeah, I mean, there's so many players coming up here. I can't keep up, to be honest. Peter Shilton, Gordon Banks, gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm going to throw a goalkeeper that probably no one's going to mention, actually.
Go on.
And he's an Italian goalkeeper.
Walter Zenga.
His record for Juventus was absolutely outstanding. Italian legend, Dino Zoff.
Dino Zoff, what a keeper.
Dino Zoff. If ever you see a goalkeeper, positioning skills, commanding the area, saving with his feet, then Dino Zoff was the man. And you've only got to look at a club like Juventus. I mean, his career for Juventus and his stats was just incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, Dino, Banksy was fantastic, Shilton, even Ray Clements.
Dino's off won the World Cup in '82 as well, DJB.
Yeah,
he was the Italian goalkeeper in '82, wasn't he?
Yeah, Zoffi won the World Cup. He was captain as well, Shane, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so.
He captained the side in '82.
They produced some keepers though, Italy through the years.
Yeah, Benetti. Benetti. But Dino Zoff was he was some keeper, man. He was absolutely some keeper. So for me, I'm going to throw that one in there as one of the goalkeepers that I saw growing up, especially when I used to watch Italian football as well a lot of the times.
Yeah. See, that was my position growing up. Sorry, Chesney. That was my position growing up, so I adored goalkeepers. So I liked all the sort of the flamboyant ones back there. Remember Georgie Campos from Mexico with the big colourful jerseys? He's 5 foot nothing. Remember him in '94? Paluca for Italy, loved him. Neville Southall, what a keeper, man. What a keeper. A lot of players that played against him say he was the best that they ever saw. You know what I mean? And then Andy Gorham as well. He was the top keeper as well for Rangers. Schmeichel, of course, has to get a mention. But yeah, for me, World Cup '90 was when I really fell in love with football, fell in love with Arsenal, fell in love with football. So a lot of my players will come from that era. But Walter Zenga for Italy, man, I remember him. He don't think he let in a goal until the semi-final in that World Cup. All the way through, and then he went out on penalties after he let in his first goal. But of course, we can't mention Arsenal keepers, but Schmeichel has to get a mention as well.
Schmeichel has to, yeah.
Unbelievable. He reinvented goalkeeping with the star dive and the long throws and stuff that hadn't been seen before, you know what I mean? But I just think that goalkeeping these days has really gone down in standard, massively gone down in standard. From the sort of 70s, 80s, 90s, I think it was at its peak. There was just goalkeepers, all world-class goalkeepers everywhere. And you look at now with United with the likes of Onana and Nets, he wouldn't have got a look in back in the day. Wouldn't have got a look in at a team back in the day. But I just think the standard of goalkeeping is one of the things that's really dropped over the years. Is all this, is he good with his feet? Is he good with his feet? But there's some absolute legends that have been mentioned here already, man. Some absolute legends.
Yeah, that's an absolute very good point, man. I'm just going to say, gentlemen, I'm 33 away from 7K. So
come on.
Come on.
Man, come on. It's like climbing up a bloody blackboard with your nails. Seriously, come on, do the job. Smash the lights, get me to 7K, and I can go on holiday very happily. Lee,
nice.
Have you recovered, mate? Have you recovered from last night?
I'll be honest with you, Jezza. Thanks for having me on, first and foremost. Big up to Shane and DJ in the chat. I'll be honest with you. I'm more angry today than I was last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've looked around the internet and our fans are an absolute disgrace. Most of them. Not all of them. Yeah, there is a lot that are calling this crap out, to be fair. But I'd say it's probably a 70-30 split. 70% of our fans online are making out that it's a nothing trophy.
Oh,
Yeah, and we've had a better season. And anyone that's calling it out saying this is crap, yeah, is getting non-stop abuse on the internet. Yeah, and this is where we're at, unfortunately, Jez. So yeah, I went to bed. I did about 7 hours. I had 5 hours sleep. Got up, went down the beach. Thought, let me go and get some peace. Go listen to the waves crashing. Yeah, went for a little stroll down the boardwalk. Yeah, had some fried fish. You know, bigger fish to fry. Came home, had a little siesta, and I've just gone out tonight for some dinner on me ones, mate. I just want to be on my own. I'm stressed, mate. I can't lie. That really pissed me off last night. But today, having seen, like, not even the young fans. There is a lot of young fans, like, dismissing it, but there's so many of our fans that are of our age just dismissing this trophy. And it's like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like, oh, but they played Bodo Glimt and they played this and they played that. It's like, come on, mate, what are we doing here? Yeah, we played Vorskla and them, man. Yeah, Vorskla and, in fact, I've actually got the list, yeah, because I posted it. Yeah, because these men love to dismiss a trophy for no apparent reason. We played when we got to the semi-final. Rapid Vienna, Dundalk, Molde, Rapid Vienna, Benfica, Olympiacos, Slavia Prague, and Villarreal, and we didn't make a final.
No.
Yeah, the season after that, we didn't even make the semi. We played Zurich, Bodo Glimt, PSV Eindhoven, and Sporting Lisbon. We didn't even get to the semi-final. So when these lot want to sit there chatting absolute nonsense about, oh, well, it's easier to win now because Champions League teams don't drop down. Well, that's what it's supposed to be, right? Because if you fail in the Champions League, why should you get another go at another competition you weren't even in? So that's what it should be. You can say it's been diluted and it's been filtered and this and that. Ultimately, you still have to win it, mate. Yeah, and fair play to them. As much as I don't want them to win anything, and I've barely seen them win anything in my life, fair play to them. Yeah, fair play to them. Yeah, and like for the people that I know that support Tottenham, fair play to them as well. Yeah, it's jarring, but you got Arsenal and Chelsea fans out here today more interested in rattling fucking Man United fans than they are worrying about our clubs being shit.
Did you see, though? I know you did. I know you said. Guy commented on it. The supposed voice of the fans applauding,
smiling like the cat that got the cream.
And that is that. I don't give a shit. I called him out. Yeah, that absolute arse wipe on AFTV.
Oh,
yeah. I mean.
Sitting there smiling.
You ain't an Arsenal fan, fella. And if
Shane.
you want this channel, come and talk to me about being an Arsenal fan, and I will rip you one new ass big time.
They're the biggest problem, though. They are. See, the problem is fans like that. Sorry, Lee, but fans like that are one of the biggest. It's not so much the Cronkies and everything else. Yeah, that's a different territory. That's a different territory. But your actual fans supporting this is the biggest problem, because Cronkies and everything else think it's all rosy in the garden. They live miles away. They think there's no problem. They think there's absolutely no problem.
They're a bigger problem. These are a bigger problem.
They are the biggest problem. All your ex-players like your David Seamans, your Ray Parlers, your Ian Wrights, your Martin Keowns, legends of the club. They're the fucking virus of the club. They are the problems. They should be calling it out.
Because do you know what it is here? Like when and Shane, that's why I said, because you was on the watch along with me last night. Yeah, and somebody's clipped it up and put it out. Yeah, when they were engraving Tottenham Hotspur, I went fucking mad. Yeah. I was like, they're fucking putting their name on a trophy. Yeah, that's embarrassing. Yeah, it's not the fact that we weren't in that competition, so we had no chance of stopping them winning it. Yeah, that's not the problem. That's not the. Thank you. The problem also is, number one, it's Europe, and we win fuck all anyway in Europe. Yeah. But the fact that we have not won for 5 years, and they have gone and won. Yeah, he should be sacked on the spot. We should have seen yellow ticker tape on Sky Sports and a full-time whistle. Arsenal was sacked. Mikel Arteta. Yeah, that's exactly what it should have been, because you know what? That's how you keep the standards up. That is unacceptable that you have allowed that on your watch when you ain't won fuck all. Fair enough. When Wenger was manager, they won a trophy as well. But Wenger had been Champions League final 2 years earlier. Yeah, he'd won trophies. He'd won the fucking doubles. He'd gone invincible. So he had a bit more credit in the bank with him. This guy's got nothing.
No.
Yeah, and then off of the back of that, to be fair, Wenger did then go on and win more trophies.
Yeah,
but at the same time, this manager has won 1 FA Cup 6 FA Cups ago. Well, since then, we've won 2 FA Cup games, 5 FA Cup campaigns, 2 FA Cup wins.
Two games. And then he had the goals daily in his press conference when they said about Tottenham winning something. Have they had a better season? I don't compare teams, guys. A week before, he compared us to Liverpool, saying we got points. He's a lunatic. A week before, he said, but points-wise, we do better than Liverpool. So he's comparing literally to Liverpool.
Yeah.
Then he gets asked today, I don't compare teams. And
that's why I'm going live later, because I'm going to do that press conference reaction, because I see that clip doing the rounds. It fucking wound me up. Yeah, and I just can't wait till the 31st. After that Champions League final, I'm chilling for 2 weeks. Yeah, I'm still going to work, but I'm not just going to be as flat out.
I want to know what metrics is not winning anything is a better season than a club that's won something. That's
how far we've gone into this modern world, DJB. That's
because they've been bamboozled. They've been bamboozled by the likes of Robbie, the Keowns, like you said a minute ago.
Do you know what he put up today or yesterday? Sorry to cut across today. I just saw the thumbnail, right? Where Amarin is a fraud, right? How can he use that term about any other manager? That's what he had, a picture of him. Amarin is a fraud.
Do you know what he was doing? He was ripping into Man United, right? He was ripping in Robbie. He was ripping into Man United. Oh, they're this, they're that, they're this, they're that. Hang on a minute. Is this the same Man United that knocked us out the FA Cup?
And DJB, do you think that he's doing that right? And deep down, he's really getting out all he thinks about Arteta, but he can't say it.
Is it the same Man United that got to the final that this manager couldn't get to the final? Yeah. I mean, come on.
My friend Jolien, he's like, he lives in Seville. Yeah, my best friend, love him. Him and Tal, my besties. Yeah, he's unreal. That guy, so elite, the most elite person in my life. Yeah, he sent me a message before the game was starting. His dad's Spurs and he's Arsenal, and his dad's in his 70s. Yeah, and he goes, my dad ain't even interested, mate. He goes, the club was finished years ago. And he goes, my dad tapped out time ago. Tottenham is shit. He don't even care, and that's Tottenham. Yeah, and our fans are sitting there going, I don't matter. Oh, fuck them. Yeah. But a Tottenham fan in his 70s who's barely seen his club win shit, right, has fucking sapped out of his own club and probably weren't even going to watch the game. Yeah, and my mate said to me, he goes, football fans, yeah, are a perfect fucking representation of modern society. Yeah, weak, full of excuses and spineless.
Yeah,
never take accountability.
Yeah,
never.
Yeah, and I swear down, it's jarring because we could be great. We could be amazing.
Yeah,
we've got the money, we've got the fucking size of the club, the income and stuff like that. Yeah, we can attract players, we pay the wages, so on and so forth. Yeah, but at the same time, the ownership don't care because the fans don't care. And the only way you can change that is if you get a brand new owner in, like an Abramovich, who would drag the standards off the floor, and set them, or you have a fan base like a Madrid, an Inter, a Napoli, all these fans around the world that go and riot. Yeah, if their club don't do shit. And when you've got both that don't give a fuck, they feed each other.
Yep.
Yeah. So the club, I heard a question today. Yeah, and that was the woman that asked him that question, wasn't it? About and he said, I don't compare. She was that shook to ask him that question. She said, I've been asked to ask you.
Yeah.
What do you mean you've been asked? Asked by who? You're a journalist, love. Yeah, you're supposed to be probing him to get the answers that we want as fans, because you're the connection between that club and us. Unfortunately, that football club has decided we'll handpick the ones that come in here. Yeah, look at Ange. He was being asked before that game.
If he's a clown,
If he's a clown, if he don't win it. And he said he addressed the guy by his name. Sorry, Dan, I've never been a clown. And I'm sorry, mate. And if I don't win it, I'm never a clown, mate. Yeah, I've been working my bollocks off for 26 years to get into this position, mate. Yeah. I'm walking out in a European final, mate.
Yeah, that's insulting.
Yeah, and we're getting Tom Cunt and Larry Simiu and all these other Olympic, Charles Watson, James Benge and Chris Wheatley's and that lot, all sitting there, couldn't give a fuck about the club. They care about getting to watch the game for nothing. And, I spoke to Mikel Arteta. Nobody cares, bruv. Yeah, this is where we've gone. We're sorry for going off on a tangent,
let's get back in to the...
Can we... I mean, I appreciate. Can we get... I want to talk about something...
I'll do that on my show after I've been on with Rants. I'm going to fucking rip this manager.
No, big up, Lee.
DJ Crane, man. Thank you for your super chat. The fact Arteta called Arsenal brand before a football club in his presser is a disgrace. Should have been punched in the mouth for that. Big up the panel.
Did he say it's a brand? Oh my days, bro.
There you go.
The quicker this guy goes, the better.
You go.
A brand. Honestly, he called out a brand.
Brand.
Oh, fucking hell.
All right, let's get back into the topic, guys.
Mhm.
Okay.
Let's get back into this.
So I had Dino's
I
off.
don't want to talk about Arsenal.
Nah,
Yeah.
fuck Arsenal.
Fuck
I
'em.
want to talk about what we grew up.
Did you mention Oliver Kahn?
Oh, yeah.
Because I jumped in a bit late, so I didn't hear the
Yeah.
first bit.
He wasn't meant. No, he was a top keeper.
All of them coming up. I mean, I've mentioned a few. Shane, Lee, DJ, go for it. Mention.
Yeah.
You know, I just
I
wanted to mention
Dino's
one.
off.
Sorry, I just wanted to mention one who got into the. If you remember World Cup '90, Argentina's keeper broke his leg right before the World Cup, and their third choice keeper had to play, and he was a model as well, and he saved penalty after penalty the whole way through it, and he nearly got to Brahma's penalty in the final, which was
What's his
perfect in
name?
the corner. Goalkeeper.
Goikachaya, yes.
Never did anything again.
His name is
Never did
Calafiori.
anything.
Calafiori, mate.
Calafiori, yeah. But he
He's
just
a model.
came in and he was saving penalty after penalty. Because I remember Argentina did the penalties in the quarterfinals. I think it was against Yugoslavia, and then again in the semis they knocked Italy out.
It was like a cat,
Maradona
wasn't he? He was
scored.
just fucking
It was
everywhere.
unbelievable, and he was the third choice keeper, didn't man.
Did they play Holland in one of the?
No, Holland went out to Germany when Rijkaard spat in
West Germany,
Rudy
yeah.
Voller's hair. Remember the two of them got
That's
sent off.
yeah.
Because that the Holland Germany thing, my brother loved Holland.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah.
he loved Germany, and I loved Holland, right?
Total
And I had,
football, wasn't it? Total
and then
football.
AC Milan had they only had 3 foreigners, and AC Milan had the 3 Dutch lads, and Inter Milan had the 3 Germans, and the 2 countries had met each other in the Euros, they met each other in the World Cup, they met each other again in the Euro '92, and it was unbelievable. You won't get that again. That sort of fashion, but yeah, man, that Holland team, Van Basten, I think he only scored 1 goal in that World Cup, which was a shame. But we Ireland had them in the group. We drew 1 all with them.
That Holland team was a joke. Yeah, Ruud Gullit. Ruud Gullit, man. Seriously.
Man.
Any of you younger heads in this chat that never got to witness Ruud Gullit, yeah, I swear down, that guy was a joke of a footballer. He was world class in any position.
And he had pace, 6'3" and pace to burn.
Tech pace. He could play in CM, DM, number 10, play up front.
For Chelsea.
He's
for
Bournemouth now, isn't he?
No, that's right. That's Clivert.
Clivert. He was some player as well, Clivert.
Clivert was brilliant. Yeah.
They have so many good players, and they never won football. It's crazy, isn't it? They're like the Belgian team, the recent Belgian team.
Yeah.
Like there's so many good players.
The only time they've won it.
Yeah,
they got the 2 finals in the 70s. The 2 finals in the 70s, they got the both finals.
But you go back to even further when Cruyff and Seeks and
74 they lost to Germany, and 78
Kirchhoff, players like this, they were just phenomenal.
Cruyff with the 2 stripes. He didn't have the 3 Adidas stripes. He only had the 2 stripes.
Yeah.
He wouldn't wear it.
It's mad, isn't it? He was ahead of the curve, mate. He was like, fuck
he
your
was
PR.
unbelievable, man. He was unbelievable.
Name your top 5.
Well, goalkeepers.
Goalkeepers.
It's just of our time, though.
But it's nice because you got a whole thing. I mean, Jez has gone.
I won't use Dino's off then because I didn't really watch him play. So
I was brought up.
It doesn't matter. It's just
80s, all through the 80s, Dino's off, and 70s, like 80s, Dino's off was incredible because he was a leader as well. I mean, he weren't just a goalkeeper; he was a presence. You know, he was brilliant goalkeeper. So for me, Zoff, Banks, Shilton. I'm going to go Schmeichel, I think. I'm going to go Peter Schmeichel.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to go Schmeichel. I don't know, the 5th one. It's a tough one.
I'm going to be surprised if you don't name this player.
What, goalkeeper?
A goalkeeper that you're about the same age as me.
Yeah.
Surprised if you don't name this goalkeeper.
I'm going to go Ray Clements.
Oh, yeah. But you've got to... Oh, I'm surprised you missed this one. You've hit the post. You've hit the post.
Keeper saved it.
Great penalty. He's one of the greatest penalty savers.
Oh God, I've
He's
missed
United
him.
goalkeeper, Welsh international, Gareth Sprake.
Yeah,
He broke a record in the
yeah. Sprakey was good, and he played in a brilliant Leeds United team, didn't he?
the least amount of goals.
Yeah,
2 consecutive seasons.
yeah.
He was in goal. He was in goal for us against Arsenal against Leeds United League Cup, and he was in goal in the 72 FA Cup final.
He was some keeper.
He was a great goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
we move it on to modern times. Modern times. Lee, name your five. Doesn't matter who they are.
I'm only going to go with the ones that I've seen, Jez, because I see the back end pulls of some of these other keepers, but I didn't see their whole career. So I'm only going to go with the ones that I see their whole career, really, or most of their career. I'd go Schmeichel number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oliver Kahn, definitely. He was unreal.
Yeah.
Buffon. I remember when Buffon moved for 32 million quid and the whole world was going crazy. It was world
like
record.
late 90s or something, wasn't it? It wasn't even recently.
Everyone was going crazy.
20 years.
Buffon, good shout. Yeah, good
Everyone
shout.
was going fucking crazy. Like, why
And he stayed with them when they got relegated as well. He stayed with them when they got relegated.
Yep. So I'm going to go, Schmeichel. These are in no particular order, by the way. I'm just going to say, like, Schmeichel, Oliver Kahn, Buffon, Manuel Neuer, and who do I pick as the 5th one?
Neuer, good shout.
I really want to put Petr Cech in there, but he was shit for us, isn't it?
He was really good for Chelsea, though. He was
fuck it. I'm going to throw Petr Cech in there.
Yeah, he was good for Chelsea.
Yeah, I wanted to put Casillas in there, but I think Petr Cech's better than him.
Mm.
But yeah, I'd go with that. I'd go with him. They're all unreal.
Would you have not put in there? I actually met this guy at Gatwick Airport. Arrogant bastard, Ray Clements.
I've met Ray Clements as well.
Arrogant bastard.
I met him on a fucking tube once. I can't lie.
He was brilliant for Liverpool, wasn't he? Clements. He was brilliant in that Liverpool team.
I've met Bob Wilson as well. I knocked on his door before for double glazing. Got a fucking massive house in Stevenage, mate. What a fucking gaff he's got, mate.
Not allowed. That's
that's his fucking Cesc Fabregas right there, isn't it?
Yeah.
When it mentions Cesc, mate, Kenny goes on a mad one. That's him with Bob Wilson.
Oh, fucking hell, yeah.
Okay, then, DJ.
Yeah.
I'm going to come to you. I'm just quickly going to do a super chat.
You didn't get Shane's, by the way.
And then, yes, true. Big up 7-inch destroyer, my friend. I saw weekly chronologically Beedorf, Davids, Cliver, Cano, Du Bois,
Overachiever, fucking look at some of these names.
Van Vaart,
all Ajax players.
Frankie de Jong, De Ligt, Kudus, Gravenberch.
Of course, blimey. Yeah.
It's full Ajax.
Just about every one of them came through the Ajax.
All I can say is you go and watch clips of Zidane and people like that. You haven't got him in there.
Big up
to be fair, he supports Ajax, so
yeah. No, good luck to him. Ajax were a brilliant club team.
Come on, DJ, let's give me
Has Shane done his 5 goalkeepers?
No, go wherever you want to go.
Go on, Shane.
I will go in my time as well, Lee did. But before I do, I will just give a mention to your man Lev Yashin, the Russian keeper who did win the Ballon d'Or as a goalkeeper, but that was decades before my time. I'd have to go Schmeichel. Schmeichel reinvented goalkeeping for me.
Yeah. With
the star dive and with the long throws and starting counter-attacks from a throw out had never really been done before. I always had a soft spot for Walter Zenga because of World Cup 90 with Italy. I thought he was great.
Yeah.
And Pagliuca then as well because he was dramatic with the dives and stuff like that. I always liked an Italian keeper. Neville Southall has to get a shout.
He
was a top keeper. And who will I go for 5th? I have a list here that I'd written down. Packy Bonner, of course, has to get a shout.
Oh, come on, he had to get the Irish one in. He had to get the Irish one in, didn't he? You know what I mean?
He was a top keeper, though, man. He was a top
keeper.
Fuck,
he was a good goalkeeper. I can't lie.
Yeah. Yeah,
He started a whole generation of Irish kids wanting to be goalkeepers because of World Cup night. When he made that penalty save. Shay Given, we had a sea of keepers after that because everybody suddenly wanted to play in goal.
He's an Irish legend, isn't he?
Oh, he's unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Yeah, that penalty save, man. That's remembered more than O'Leary scoring to win a penalty. The save is remembered more.
Yeah.
Do you know what's mad as well? Yeah, you just said about Shay Given. I've always thought he was too small for a keeper, but he was fucking class when he
was athletic, though, wasn't he?
He had a spring on him. He could jump. He was very small in goal.
If we had got him in 2007, we would have won the league that year.
Yeah,
because when you see players like Courtois, they're really tall, but they're skinny, but they make the goal look big. Same with Peter Schmeichel and Oliver Kahn. They make the goal look tiny, don't they? But Shay Given, he looked tiny in the goal, but he was a fucking sick goalkeeper.
He was a top keeper, that lad, man. Top keeper.
Any of you guys know this guy? I can't even pronounce his name.
Helm Dukadam.
No.
That sounds like a porn star.
It does, actually.
I don't know this guy. Anybody know him?
No. Never heard of him.
Don't know him.
Helm Dukadam. Oh, here we go. Oh, I should know that. He's Romanian.
There you go.
Well, he's definitely in.
Bert Troutman has to get a mention for playing on with a broken neck as well.
I tell you what, Lee, if you don't know him, you're fucked.
This guy played for who did he play for? Let me have a quick look. He must have played for Steaua. 100% he must have played for Steaua Bucharest. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Steaua Bucharest for 3 years.
Yeah, they were the best team in the world for a while.
We made him won the Champions League. We didn't.
Mm-hmm.
What did he win? Let's see what he won. Yeah, he won 2 titles. He won the Cup and he won the European Cup. And he got Romanian Footballer of the Year in 1986. And he was a goalkeeper. And he came 8th place in the Ballon d'Or in 86 as well.
Wow.
That's mad.
Wow.
I'll be real. I've never heard of him.
No, I've never heard of him.
Yeah, Lev Yashin's the only keeper to ever win it.
Oh, okay. So when Man United, so I've just read it this year, right? When he passed in 2024, this fella, he was 65, right? On the 30th of January 2025, this year, the Europa League match between Man United and Steaua, the Steaua fans displayed scenography consisting of a giant image of the goalkeeper holding the European Cup. Beneath it written, "Legends never die." Wow.
They didn't just have a shower curtain, no?
Big up,
I'll be real, I've never heard of him.
I've never heard of him. Karl, big up to you, mate. Thanks for joining.
Big up, Karl.
So,
No worries.
throw you in the cauldron. You need to come up with 5 of your best goalkeepers you've ever seen.
5 of the best goalkeepers. So the main 3 that comes off the top of my head is Dida, who played for AC Milan and was Brazil goalkeeper. Oliver Kahn for Bayern Munich in Germany. And Gianni Buffon. Those are my top 3.
Oh, Buffon again.
Casillas needs a shout as well, guys. He won 3 international tournaments in a row.
Yeah, Casillas.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I did like Casillas, but
I'm surprised nobody's come up with Grobbelaar.
Yeah.
No,
He was a character.
You know what it is with Grobbelaar, Grobbelaar, was just a clown, wasn't he?
Yeah,
he was just a clown. No, actually, I shouldn't have said it in that way. He was a fucking.
No, but you know what you mean. He was
he was the first that I remember being a bit of a clown in goal.
Eccentric.
Renegade used to beat players and all.
And he also had a brilliant defence in front of him, though, Shane.
Yeah, come on, fucking like that Liverpool team was ridiculous, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That centre back pairing was just unreal. In fact, their whole team was unreal.
So ahead of the time.
fantastic mustache as well.
Have you heard the story about when he pissed on the goalpost?
I heard that, yeah.
You heard that? When he pissed on the goalpost, Liverpool won the title.
Can I just give a mention to young Schmeichel, what he done for Leicester in that Premier League?
Very, very good, yeah.
He won a title at Celtic as well, didn't he?
Outstanding goalkeeper, young Schmeichel.
And it was hard for him. It was hard for him living in the shadow of his dad as well.
Yeah.
And he sort of disappeared off, didn't he? I mean, I wanted him at Arsenal. I won't lie. I thought,
me too.
Quality. Right.
Alex, sorry, before we move on, we've got to mention Alex Stepney, surely.
No,
Man, you winning.
All right, Jez, I'll give you that one then.
No.
Not allowed that one, do I? That's a red flag. Wait, That's an orange card.
That's a yeah.
Yeah, one more of them, mate. You're off.
I'm hooked. I'm hooked.
For defenders, Jez, are we doing centre backs and full backs
the only
separately?
reason I say that, right? Alex Stepney, great goalkeeper,
Green gloves.
first goalkeeper to score from a goal kick.
He was.
Yep.
And then Pat Jennings joined him.
Mm.
Anyway, we move on.
Defenders.
That's a shout very quickly from Frankie. Canizares. Canizares is a shout as well. That was a great goalkeeper.
That is a shout. That is a shout.
Alex Stepney stopped us, Arsenal, right, 73, getting to the League Cup final. So
He did. Bastard.
Didn't he get relegated the following season though? So fuck him.
he did.
Season
That's
came back,
karma.
I think they finished third the first season back.
Defenders, guys. I love defending, man.
Right.
Are we going centre backs and full backs separately, Jez, or just 5 defenders?
Or just defenders.
Just defenders.
I want you to come up with 5 of your.
There's only one.
Anywhere in the world.
There is.
Well, so we're doing the whole back line, left back,
I'll be
centre backs,
honest,
right backs.
I'm going to throw one out here, right? And I'm going to say,
No, let's go Shane first. Shane
go on. Sorry, go on.
Defenders, defenders.
You're going to say him before me, I swear.
Maldini, you have to say Maldini.
Yeah,
You have to say Baresi.
Ah, see, you named two straight away.
The god.
From my time now, centre backs. I always like the ball playing centre back as well, but not the way it is today. Just someone that was able to come out and spread a pass. So I'll definitely have the 2 Italians in it. Who else will I have? It kills me to say, but I think you have to have Jaap Stam in there. He was an absolute beast of a defender. Biggest mistake Ferguson ever made was forcing him out.
Right, he strangled Fergie though. He strangled him in the dressing room, didn't he?
Yeah. But that was the book thing as well. He brought out his book and bad mouth him.
Should we have him at Arsenal?
Who else can we go with now? Let me think. It's got to be. You know what? I'll put Andy Brehme in there as well for Germany. Like the goal, scored the winning penalty in the World Cup '90 as well. So I'll put him in. Put in Andy Brehme. And last one. So I did like, and he did play for Chelsea, and he was in my time. Was Carvalho? I thought he was a top defender, man. I thought he was very underrated. Terry got a lot more praise. I thought Carvalho was the one that held that together. We could be going for the Cafus, of course, and the Roberto Carloses and all them, but I'm more sort of just going Cellini, someone said as well. But yeah, I'll go with that. Sure, there's a lot of them out there, but yeah, I'll stick with what I had.
Did you find that hard? I've got to ask you this question. Did you find that hard to answer that without mentioning any Arsenal players?
Yeah. Because we've always had such good defenders, Jez.
Fucking hell. Yeah.
So technically, you could mention Ashley Cole because he played for Chelsea.
Yeah, but he's played for Arsenal, so he's out.
True.
Yeah, if he's played for us, that don't count then, yeah.
Amazing.
Oh no, the first thing you'd say is Tony Adams. You know what I mean? Or if I was able to go back, it'd be all the Beckenbauers and people like that. But I'm just going for my time, and I just think the 2 Italians, Baresi and Maldini. I don't think it's ever been done as perfectly as those 2 together. What was that AC Milan season? I think they laid in 14 goals under Capello in a whole league season.
I'm just going to say, 200, nearly 300 in the house, and only
wicked
3 likes. Come on, people.
Come on.
Smash them up, guys. Come on.
Great panel.
Get the subs up as well. Come on, closing in on 7K, people.
I'm nearly on 7K. I'll just do this super chat and I'll come to DJ. Bottle Jobs TV. Thank you, mate, for your super chat. The only keeper to save 4 pens in a row.
I know that earlier. Yeah, I know that because he put it in the comments earlier. My Romanian Jews. Let's answer it.
That Romanian guy, man. We knew about him long before he mentioned him.
DJ, come on, man.
It's got to be Maldini in it. I mean, how can you not? He's probably in my top 5 best players of all time because he was just incredible. Pace, tackling, passing, heading. He just had the whole lot. I mean, if you want to know what a defender is all about, today you wouldn't be able to afford him. 200 million, easy. One player that I liked that was a fantastic player was Philip Lahm.
Oh, what a player.
Philip Lahm, brilliant player. And then we had the great Beckenbauer.
Oh my God, what have I done?
Yeah.
And ever since
Paul
that point,
McGrath,
he
man. I'm
knew.
sorry. How on earth could I forget Paul McGrath?
Philip Lahm, Beckenbauer, Roberto Carlos,
Carlos.
and this one might surprise a lot of people coming from me because I've got. I mean, there's hundreds of defenders, but I liked Alan Hansen. I thought Alan Hansen in that Liverpool team was cool, calm, collected, good with the ball, good of coming out defence, positioning. He was a really, really good defender. But there's loads. There's Thuram. There's loads. There's loads. There's absolutely loads. PK. Oh God, yeah, tons. But yeah, they would be mine. I liked Philip Lahm. I thought he was brilliant.
I just do need to snub McGrath in for mine. That was silly of me, and I had him in my head. I had it written down and everything. The last defender to win the PFA Player of the Year, and I fucking forgot him.
Who?
Paul McGrath, the last defender to win PFA Player of the Year.
Paul McGrath, yeah. Yeah, Nesta as well.
Oh, yeah, Nesta, yeah.
Oh, what a player. The Italians don't have to produce top defenders, man.
Yeah, they were the kind of catalyst of defending, weren't they? I mean, if ever
they are to defending. Like,
if ever you wanted to be a defending, you go and you watch top Italian teams. But they would be mine. But Philip Lahm was good, and then you got, I mean, the great Bobby Moore. I mean, come on.
Big up, Luca. Lee, I'm going to come to you, man. Give me your 5.
Baresi, Maldini, John Terry.
Yeah.
I fucking hated John Terry, but he's the only player I've seen close to Tony Adams. There or thereabouts. Tony. He was literally a carbon copy, pretty much, wasn't he? Well, I'll go with. I was going to say Hansen as well, so I'm putting him in. Yeah, so Hansen, John Terry. Yeah, Baresi, Maldini. One more. Who do I go with the one more?
Cannavaro.
There's been so many fucking good defenders in there.
Yeah. Puyol. Good player.
Do you know what? I'm going to say Sergio Ramos. Yeah, big up Mighty. I'm going to say Sergio Ramos. Do you know what? That guy scored so many goals.
Ramos.
Yeah, but he scored important goals. Like, I remember when he scored that Champions League final when they were literally a minute away from getting fucking losing the final. Yeah, and he stepped up, bang, and then Atleti fell apart. And that was a derby as well. It was against their rival, Atleti. Yep. And they went on and won in the end. Yeah, I'm going to go with him. Yeah, Koeman's a share. Yeah, Koeman was a shout. He had such a fucking hard shot on him as well. The free kicks that he could score, mate, were jokes. Absolute jokes, man. Yeah, but yeah, I'll go with them 5. I'll go, Baresi, Maldini, Alan Hansen, John Terry, Sergio Ramos.
Good choice.
I was going to put Ferdinand in, but I can't get him in over Sergio Ramos.
No.
Nah, he was good though. He was fucking good. Have you noticed I've only picked centre backs and didn't pick any fullbacks?
I did the same. You see, I went and did the same.
Look at all the fullbacks we've seen as well.
Maldini did play as a left back as well.
Stages, but he was centre.
He could have played in midfield and still would have been the best player.
He was a fullback, wasn't he, Lahm?
Yeah, he was either side. Yeah.
Fair enough. Then that's good.
What about Karl?
Go on, Karl.
So the 2 I'll throw at the top of my head right now: Fabio Cannavaro, Alessandro Nesta. I will put Maldini in there because I thought he was absolutely class when I was growing up. One name I will throw out there, and I don't think he gets enough credit: Giorgio Chiellini.
Chiellini. Yeah, good shout, mate.
Chiellini. And the last 2 I throw out there. So I will throw a Premier League player. Yap Stam. Yap Stam I throw out there. And the other one, I've seen this name in the chat fly up recently, and it's quite ironic actually. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
Yeah,
come on.
And the only reason why that is because 2 reasons. 1, he was one of the best defenders that Germany ever had. And 2, that's why my name's called Karl. It's the only reason why I'm called Karl, because of that footballer.
That's crazy.
Surprised none of you put in Bobby Moore.
I did mention.
To be fair, my dad was 8 when he won the World Cup. Everyone in this chat saying Lucio as well. That guy had mad, scary eyes, man. Yeah, that guy has scary eyes, man. That's a long day if you play against him.
Nobody picked
Yeah.
Roberto Carlos. Man.
What about Puyol?
Puyol was sick. I can't lie, he was.
He was
But
a player, yeah.
was he better than Alan Hansen and like Maldini and
No, I don't think
John
he was.
Terry? Was he better than John Terry? Do you know the memory I have of Puyol is when Henri skipped the ball over him and looked back at him laughing in the Champions League.
Yeah.
I was sad because he had such a great career. But I always, anytime somebody mentions Puyol, I just remember Henri dinking the ball over and looking back laughing at him. Yeah, Lucio was a bad boy centre back. Walter Samuel as well. He has scary eyes as well, bro. That Walter Samuel. He needed the assistant for Argentina. Yeah, Mark Lawrenson was a fucking good centre back. He was very good.
Yeah,
he was.
Mm.
Yeah. For you. Right. Shane.
Yeah.
Round 4. Midfielders. Your 5.
Oh,
Now the wingers are counting this as well, or just midfielders?
I'm gonna give me 6. Give me 6.
oh,
And then, so
Jesus.
midfielders and central and wing then. So I'll do
so
it all.
many. So many.
Okay. Well, Ruud Gullit goes straight in without a doubt. Ruud Gullit was absolutely unreal, and I'll put him in midfield because he was sort of 10. He could play the wing. I'll put him in midfield. I have to put Roy Keane in. Zidane, of course. Hadji. Enzo Schifo was unbelievable.
Mm.
Boban. I used to love Boban. He was a top player for Milan.
Mm.
Then I'll throw a winger in. Let me see. Yeah, no, I'll say Baggio up front because he was more up front. So I'll go Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho has to go in. If we're playing wingers, has to be Ronaldinho, man. One of the best players I've ever seen play. Yeah, someone's saying Cruyff and stuff. I'd be putting all the Cruyffs in it if they were in my time. But I'll go with, and Gaza, of course, deserves a shout. Deserves a shout. He was absolutely unreal. Absolutely unreal. But yeah, that's all. I'll go my 6. Then I'll go Roy Keane, Gullit, Hadji, Zidane, Enzo Schifo, and Ronaldinho. That'll be it for me.
Good call.
Not a bad 6, man.
No, I think we'd take him at Arsenal. DJB, mate.
Oh man, this is it.
It's rough, DJs. It's rough.
You
man.
have to have Johan Cruyff in there.
Nah, you see, I wish I could have.
You have to have Zidane in there. You have to have Platini in there.
What a player.
You got to have
Odell.
Yeah, Odell was up there. Was Bestie a midfielder?
Yeah.
Winger, yeah, he played at the wing a lot.
Yeah,
he could play fucking left back. He'd be the best player on the
Georgie
planet.
Best, mate. You could play him anywhere, mate. He was
You won't get the ball on fucking
Georgie Best and Diego Maradona.
Donna, mates.
Oh God, my favourite player, and I didn't even put him in, but I was going to keep him for the number 10 position, man. That's
Diego Maradona, man. I mean, come on, what that player done. I mean, you know, 200 and something goals. No, God, I mean, Jesus Christ, what a player! I've never seen a player like. I've never seen anyone do with a football like Maradona or Zidane. I mean, with Zidane, the beauty of what made Zidane so special is that he would find space when there is no space.
Find space in the fucking telephone box.
Elegance.
Yeah.
Pure elegance.
Honestly, he'd have like 5 or 6 players around him, and he'd escape from them as if he was escaping out of prison, and he'd just escape from them. And you'd think, how the fuck's he done that? How's he done it?
And he's done it all in. Do you remember that clip where the ball comes out to him from a goal kick or a centre back, and he just back-heeled it straight past him, and the geezer just carried on running?
I mean,
he's nasty freaking him as well, man.
The beauty of Maradona was his low, and he would just run with the ball and just in and out and just, oh mate, he was just.
The thing with Maradona, DJB as well, though, he could pick a pass from anywhere as well. It wasn't just about beating players. He could pick a pass.
Dribbling. No, he was
passes, through balls, free kicks.
Yeah.
He even
Okay.
scored plenty of headers as well. The size.
And
Gaza was sick. Gaza was sick.
Gaza
was
probably,
unbelievable.
I would say Gaza was probably the only proper world-class player we've ever had.
Yeah,
He should have gone Man
90,
United, man. He should have gone Man United.
unstoppable. Ferguson would have straightened him out, or would have tried
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
Shot at him.
What about Platini, though? What a player he was.
Oh man, it took if he was able to edge Liam Brady out of the Juve team. They were only allowed one foreigner when Platini
Been
came.
very,
Brady
very
left.
lucky being brought up late 70s, 80s. I mean, some of the footballers that
It was at his peak, I think. Then, DJ, I think it was at his peak for individual brilliance. I wasn't around, but for me, it was at his peak.
Well, he's in. That's my dad's goat, by the way. My dad says he's the best player he's ever seen.
Yeah,
And it's funny. I've said this before. When my old man changed his fucking mind, like his boxer shorts. Yeah, it's like he'll go from Maradona to fucking Zidane, then he'll go to somebody else, Eusebio or someone.
Yeah.
Last time he was here, he said, "Yeah, Zidane." It's funny because when he moved from Juve to Madrid for 50 mil, he said, "Football's finished. I'm never watching it again." He's barely
that's
ever watched
weird.
it since.
That's weird.
But he said he's the best player ever.
Lee, I'm sorry, mate. I can't. Before you start, I've got to mention Andre Pirlo as well.
Yeah.
The first ever defensive 10,
Cyril
really.
Knowles. What about Cyril Knowles?
Sorry. I've got to mention Pirlo.
Cyril Knowles. Right.
Cyril knows.
He was a player. But anyway, move on.
Go on.
So, Georgie King-Cladsey, mate.
Yeah, I had him written down. I have him written down.
Yeah, he's a fucking baller,
He
bro.
was an absolute baller, man.
Georgian fucking Messi before Messi was even thought of, mate.
He didn't really got the credit, though, did he, Lee?
He didn't
He
get
played
any,
in a shit city team, is he? He played in a
yeah, and the thing is, like, he could literally spit, bro. He could just dribble. He made dribbling like a piece of.
Three or four.
It took like
players
6 of them on and then dink the goal kick.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're taking
Yeah.
the fucking piss, mate.
Shane, I'm not talking to Shane because he never mentioned Matt Letizia.
All right, well,
I'm putting them up. I'm putting them up front.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Sorry.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that, DJ. We're strategic. This is why Bergkamp's not in my
Sorry,
midfield.
man.
Yeah. I'm putting them in the 10, man.
Tactics.
Yes.
So Zidane, King-Cladsey, Hullet, Leo Messi. That's the best player I've ever seen, by the way, Leo Messi.
Yeah. I'll give you that.
For me, that's like I'm going to only go on the ones I've actually seen properly. Yeah, like or for
sorry.
Well, he was right wing he's not really. Like he was more. He could play. He'd play on the right wing. He'd play in the centre. Never really up front, was he?
Not really. No, he come from deep.
Never really. Yeah, he was always on the King-Cladsey as well. No, Messi was.
Yeah. Oh, Messi. Yeah.
Yeah, Messi was never really up front. Like he was up front, but that's because his movement was just a joke. Yeah, but he started right wing. Yeah, I remember watching Messi's debut. Yeah, and Ronaldinho, who was also in my team, by the way. Yeah, in my six. I remember he came off the bench, 17-year-old Leo Messi, floppy hair Messi. Yeah, and he scooped the ball over him and he volleyed it straight in. Yeah, it was offside. Literally 40 seconds later, he done it again. Scooped it over Ronaldinho and he slapped it in. Yeah, it was like...
man. Yeah.
And then I remember the Tape goal. Yeah, the Maradona goal. Yeah, bro, fuck off. How'd you do that? You're like 18, 19 years old. Bro, I remember back then, we used to get that on TV in England. Revista de la Liga.
Yeah.
Bro, I swear, I remember sitting there in that era of La Liga. You had Falcao, you had Ronaldo, and you had Messi, and they were just fucking bagging hat tricks every week.
It
was like, and they scheduled the games so that they didn't really all play at the same time. So it's like Ronaldo's gone and got a hat trick. Messi goes, "Fuck off, I'm getting 4." The next week, Messi plays earlier, he gets a brace. Ronaldo goes, "Fuck you, I'm getting hat trick." And then Falcao would go and get hat trick. Unbelievable, man. That league was so good back then. But
that's how the Italian league was. Back
before that, yeah. In fact, it was every week. Everyone was like, fuck
I couldn't wait to get home.
Inzaghi was like, piss off, fuck George Weah, I'm going to score a hat trick. Yeah, Del Piero, go piss off, I'm getting 3 as well. Yeah, like it was just unreal, wasn't it? I'm going to go King-Cladsey, Zidane, Ronaldinho, Messi. That's 4. I need 2 more. Oh, I've got to put Mahrez in, man. I love this guy. Mahrez, I told you yesterday, Jezza. Mahrez is my baller. That is one of the best footballers I've ever seen play ever. He's unreal, mate. Then do you know what it is? Yeah, he's so skinny. He's like me. He's literally built like a shoelace.
We could have bought him, couldn't we?
He's like 5'11" and weighs 70 kg. And you can't get a fucking ball off the geezer. He barely gets fouled. Yeah, and his free kick the other day as well. He's still smashing free kicks in for fun.
Yeah,
He's unreal, mate. Unbelievable footballer. And then the last one. Yeah, the last one. Rude Hullet.
yeah.
Rude Hullet.
Yeah, I'm with you on that
Rude
one.
Hullet.
I'm on that. Before I come to you, Carl, just a super chat, man. Kieran03, man, thank you very much, super chat. Big up, panel and chat. Sorry not being around, fellas. No, don't worry, man.
Big up Kieran, man. Bless up to you, bro.
Big up, Kieran.
Hope you're well, mate.
Big up to you. Carl, come up with your 6 best, in your opinion. Maybe not right, but your best midfielders.
Whilst I was growing up in the 90s and the early 2000s, I grew up watching a lot of superb and quality midfielders. Obviously, Zidane is on the top of my list already because he was just a magician. He was just absolutely class. One midfielder I was so desperate for Wenger to sign at one point was Andre Pirlo. His vision of his passing was simply out of this world. You then have to move to the likes of Barcelona, where you had Busquets, you had Xavi Hernandez. I'll even go as far as I'm surprised no one's mentioned this guy's name, considering he was the glue in midfield that held that England team together, and he never played in the 2002 World Cup. Paul Scholes.
Yeah, Scholes was a great player. Yeah.
Scholes is a good player. And I'll throw one last, and Kaká.
Oh, he was
Brazil.
He was a world record fee as well at Madrid. He was the world record.
Shocking amount, yeah.
But every time he had the ball at his feet, defenders were shitting it. They're like, oh, what's he going to do now?
He was quick as well. He was unreal. You're spot on, Carl.
Skinny, but very, very quick as well. Yeah.
He's available as a manager, by the way. Yeah, he's. I see a thing. I shared it. I'm sorry to cut in, Cole. I shared it on my stream the other day. Fabrizio posted out a quote from him saying that he's been to Harvard, got a degree at Harvard. Yeah, he's done his coaching badges and he's ready for management. Cool. Well, let's go and get him then. Let's go and get him then.
Yeah. Anyone. I'm desperate for anyone. I'd go and get Mickey Mouse at the moment. Seriously, I'm that fucking desperate.
And I did go through history at one point, and I'll probably say Michel Platini as well.
Yeah, that's I mentioned him. Amazing.
What was that Euro 84 when he scored? I think it was 9 goals. True. Yeah. There was only young played like 5 games, and he was playing in the 10. He was playing in the 10.
He was incredible, absolutely incredible. Tigana, that French team there.
Tigana.
They were unreal.
And I'll give you a flashback to well past my time, okay? So I've just looked this up. Zico.
Oh. Yeah, Zico.
If the older heads remember Zico.
Yeah, do 100%. 82 World Cup. Yeah, it was incredible.
Yeah, the thing is, there's so many players we could name. We could literally name 600 in each fucking position. Couldn't we? I think Northside as well. Northside Rangers.
I'll tell you what, though, Jez. Good point, Lee just made. You'd be struggling now to do a show like this with the current.
Yeah,
no, they wouldn't have a clue.
Yeah, you would. And that's why I'm so glad that a young guy contacted me to say, do this show.
Yeah.
I thought, because that just shows up the level of where we are now. And and that's why I put in the comment section, respect to him for giving me this idea. I haven't seen him in the chat tonight, which is a shame, to be honest.
He'll watch it, Jezza. Jez, with the with the strikers, are we counting like number 10s as well in the striker position?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to go for a piss quickly. Jez, I've got a bounce in 10, yeah?
Yep, we're going to finish it up.
I'm going to go for a piss.
Anyway, Shane.
Yeah.
Give me your 4.
4. Come on, Jezza. You got to give me at least 5, man. Come on.
How many?
You got to give me at least 5. At least 5. There's so many forwards.
Go 5. Go 5.
Messi has to be in it. He just has to be in it. Messi. You know what I mean?
I thought you should.
Sorry? Messi? No, Messi's the bollocks. Maradona has to be in it. I know he was put in midfield by DJB, but I'm just playing him in the 10, so I'll have Maradona. Van Basten has to be in it. I mean, if he hadn't had to retire at 28, he would have broke all sorts of records. Already had 3 bandos. Baggio, I did want to put Baggio in it. And I wanted to put Rummenigge in it, but I'm trying to squeeze people in. Ronaldo or 9 Ronaldo was just untouchable in his peak. Untouchable. I've never seen anything like it. Never seen anything like it. Bobby Robson said when he had him at Barcelona that season, when he was like 19, 20, and he'd be telling him, he'd go mad at him, make this run, make that run. And then he finally clicked that, why am I telling him how to make runs when he makes the best runs I've ever seen in my life? So I'll just leave him to make whatever run he feels. George Weah has to get a mention. George Weah was unbelievable as well.
Yeah.
And one of the best natural finishers I've ever seen, Romario. Romario was unbelievable, man. He was just goal a game, 2 goals a game, hat-tricks, non-stop. That time at Barcelona when it was him and Stoichkov and Hadji in the same team, they were unreal, man. They shredded United 4-0 in 90, I want to say 94, 95. I know that's too many, but I'll give an honourable mention to Robbie Fowler as well. He was a top finisher, man. He was a top finisher.
Name whoever you want to fucking name, man.
No, just go give it an honourable mention to him. But I'll settle on Messi, Letitia, Van Basten, or 9 Ronaldo and Romario. They're the 5 I'll go with. They're the 5 I'll settle on. I'm having to leave out the likes of. I'm leaving out too many, but they're the 5 I'll go with. The 5, like if I could have any of them in my team, I just think that they were just world class. They were just, different level to the rest. So they're the ones I go with. Someone's saying the likes of Suarez and all, yeah, of course, but I mean, just Van Basten was just, and then Ronaldo 9.
I think between us all, guys, we're going to pretty much name a solid forward line because
yeah.
I've got Ibra.
What a player.
Ibrahimovic.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I mean, the most audacious,
pretty.
He was the most well-rounded striker.
Oh, Jesus.
9 leagues in a row with different clubs or something he won, didn't he?
Batistuta.
You stole my name.
What a player, man.
Socrates.
Ronaldo. R9 Ronaldo, but then you got Messi. Messi is R7 a midfielder or a striker? I don't know. Who else did I put in? Van Basten.
Van Basten.
Marco Van Basten. Rudy Voller.
What a player as well.
Oh,
and Muller. And Gerd Muller. Germany.
You're going back 60s.
Gerd Muller.
I'm going back 70s and 80s there. Yeah, Muller. Klinsmann.
Klinsmann was unreal.
Oh, God. I'm
invented diving in first division for Tottenham.
He did. Oh, there's loads. I mean, there's loads I put down here. There's hundreds. I mean, the great Jimmy Greaves. Come on.
Unbelievable.
Greavesy. You know what I mean? Romario, Gerd Muller, Marco Van Basten, Eusebio.
Player.
Bardelli.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How much can you go on for? Oh my God, there's loads of strikers. Eusebio, yeah, there's hundreds.
Yeah, coming in the box. Eusebio.
Van Basten, Pele.
Ginola. Giggs.
What a player.
I mean,
I think I've pretty much. I think I've overcooked it, but yeah, they're my strikers, I'm afraid.
Stoichkov as well. Stoichkov was unreal.
Stoichkov, yeah.
Karl, give me your 5.
Ian Rush as well. Sorry, I've got to throw Rush in.
That's all right. So DJ stole my thunder with the first name on my list, which was obviously Zlatan Ibrahimovic, because that guy was the most well-rounded footballer, and he was a complete and utter shithouse. You just did not want to deal with him one bit.
Sorry, Karl. Arsenal could have signed him, but he don't do trials, guys.
Don't start.
Yeah, don't do auditions, guys.
Don't do auditions. Don't do trials.
We're having a good vibe. Let's not bring it down. Alan Shearer, I'll throw in there.
Yeah, good shout. Good shout.
What a finisher.
I was surprised you chose it, but I will go with mine. It's Gabriel Batistuta.
Yeah, I said Batistuta. Yeah.
Nightmare to play with. Raul.
Yeah.
He's a player as well, yeah.
Play for Real Madrid. Messi, as you would say. And I'll probably be doing the channel a disservice if I didn't say Thierry Henry.
Mm.
You can't pick Arsenal players.
With Arsenal.
Oh, I can't pick Arsenal players. Damn. All right, okay, that's in that case. And Karim Benzema.
Mm. Is anyone going to mention Van Nistelrooy?
Van Nistelrooy is one of the best natural finishers, man.
Oh, we fucked that fucker. Yeah, that fucker. Well, I'll never forget that when he fucking celebrated that diving bastard Rooney and he got the penalty. Yeah, the 50th game. Fucking
the end of the run. Yeah.
There's been
was a joke that time.
There's been some lovely players around, hasn't there? Like
Tony Yeboah, that's a shout. For a year and a half, he was just
Michael Owen as well. Michael Owen
was untouchable for a stage.
Ian Rush.
Yeah, Ian Rush was cold.
Jez, do you remember Dennis Law? Or was he a bit before you?
No, Dennis Law. I remember seeing him play, man.
Yeah.
I'm old fucker, man. I remember seeing George Best play for Man United, Fulham.
Oh, what a player, man.
You know, come on, man. I'm an old fucker.
My old man said he was just unbelievable, George Best.
Incredible.
Like, he'd just take the piss. He'd nutmeg you 3 times, like, just because he can.
Yeah, he'd take the piss out of you. I mean, he was.
And he was fucking smashed on drink and fucking smashing birds in fucking showers at half time and that. Do you know what I mean?
He had women coming out of every offer.
He was like the fucking like British, well, Irish, Maradona.
Yeah,
he was like the Maradona, wasn't he? He was like
he was also the first sort of brand as well. He was doing toothpaste ads and stuff like that, never been done before. A lot of the United players resented him for it because he was rolling in cash and they were on minimum wage. Well, minimum wage cap.
And then Beckham kind of like, he did play for Dunstable Town. You're right. George Best did play for Dunstable Town. And my old man used to live in Dunstable. Yeah, so fucking, I used to see him all the time.
Shamrock Rovers made a couple of appearances with them as well.
He did, yeah.
Right, before we wrap this up.
How many players do I pick, Jez?
Zola, someone said as well.
You got to pick 5.
Only 5. 5?
5.
Yeah.
Oh, Jezza, you've done us dirty with that. 5.
It's tough. It's tough.
Right. Well, R9's definitely in. R9's definitely in.
Yeah,
that's 1.
Everybody's picked him, I think.
Bergkamp's definitely in. That's 2.
Can't pick Bergkamp.
Oh shit! I can't pick Bergkamp.
What about?
Okay, well, he ain't done me dirty then. So that's sweet. Because I wrote 6 down. Yeah, so I'm good then. So I'm good.
Go for your 6, man. Doesn't
No.
matter.
I'll pick 5 because I'll take Bergkamp out. I wrote Bergkamp down because for me, he's the best player to play in the Premier League ever.
Yeah.
But I'll take him out. Yeah,
but
he
played for Arsenal. He played for Arsenal.
Yeah, so I can't use him. So I'll go with this then. Batistuta, is one of my favourite strikers of all time, and the only player I've ever seen that resembles anything like him was Aguero.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, every time I watch Aguero,
Batistuta apparently back in the day.
Bro, I remember being at Wembley and they fucked us up at Wembley. Remember we played our Champions League games at Wembley?
Yes. Yeah.
He absolutely fucking destroyed us.
Killed us, didn't he? Absolutely killed us.
Unbelievable footballer, man. So I'm going to go Batistuta, R9, Matt Letizia. He was just a fucking joke, mate. That guy single-handedly kept Southampton up every year. Zola. Zola for me is the second best player to play in the Prem. Yeah, so when I see people talking about all these players and all that, bro, unless you watch Zola, you don't even know. Cantona.
Yeah.
They're my 5. So let me take Bergkamp out. So I'm going Batistuta, Letis, not in any order. Zola, Cantona, R9.
Two names I'll throw out for good measure: Miroslav Klose and David Trezeguet.
Trezeguet is good.
The silver goal. The silver goal. Trezeguet. Miroslav Klose, didn't he hold the record for World Cup goals?
Yeah.
And it got broke. Who broke it? Was it Messi? Who broke it? Somebody broke it. Most goals, or maybe it was Mbappe actually. I don't know. Somebody broke a record that he held. Yeah, but that Miroslav Klose. That's what our fans think fucking 29 is.
Yeah. Klose by name, Klose by nature. He was shots. He was
clinical. He was just some lanky motherfucker.
I'll tell you.
But you get the ball near him. Do you know what he was? Yeah, he was he was a less output merchant than Lewandowski. Both very similar in stature, finishing, but he just didn't have the output that Lewandowski has now. But we were watching a Lewandowski back then with him, if that makes sense. And it was like, you're playing against proper defenders back then. Now, I'm not dismissing Lewandowski. He's been a bad boy. Yeah, I wanted to put Benzema in there. I wanted to put Suarez in there because they were just different level, man. Yeah, Marcelo Salas as well. Jesus.
Remember that goal he got against England at Wembley in the friendly, Salas, in the early 90s when he caught it on his knee and bodied it in the same motion. Chile beat England 2-0, I think, at Wembley in a friendly, and Salas was only him and Zamorano, another player that deserves a name.
So many players I wanted to put in there, though, man. Like, I wanted to put fucking Rakoba in my midfield, but I couldn't get him.
No, what a player.
His left foot was just a joke, wasn't it, that Rakoba?
Yeah. What about in his pomp at Liverpool, Fernando Torres?
That 2 years he was on.
They always found strikers though back then, didn't they? Even if they were shit, they found strikers.
He was unplayable them 2 seasons, wasn't he?
He was rapid. He could finish left foot, right foot, headers. His movement, he was strong. Yeah, he had everything. Yeah, and they always had good strikers. Obviously, back in the day, they had fucking Rush. They had Fowler. They had Michael Owen.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Michael Owen, I think, is the last English player to win a Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
And that was 2001.
2001, too, I think, yeah.
Yeah. And then the first 2 seasons, he broke into that team from their youth team. He got back-to-back golden boots. Now, I remember watching the interview. I see it a couple of months back, actually. He sat there and he was like, he goes, I knew I was good. Yeah, and I won back-to-back golden boots, but now Arsenal was starting Thierry Henry, so I knew it was over.
Yeah.
And then he went to Real Madrid and it all went downhill. Yeah,
he played well there, It was just unfair on him. He played well at Whenever he got a chance, he scored.
Just injuries, though, innit? Injuries fucked him up, man.
Gareth
Bale, I wanted to get in my team because Gareth Bale is the best British player to ever play abroad.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Like, with the amount of trophies, like the
John Charles
of the goals.
Juve.
Yeah.
Who was the other one?
Charles of Juve. They have a statue of him outside.
Who was the other one, man? Fucking Kevin Keegan. He got back-to-back Ballon d'Or at Hamburg, didn't he?
Yeah, at Hamburg,
Keegan was some player. I can't believe we ain't mentioned him, actually.
He was a top player.
Yeah.
But this is why I'm so happy for players to go abroad from England now. Yeah, because this league now is shit. When they were going abroad back then, it was fucking odd for an English player.
I've always said this. This is why I think that's what's kind of dampen our World Cup, because we didn't have enough players play abroad. We was just set in our own ways, and that's why we've never done well internationally. If we'd have had a lot of our top players playing abroad and then playing for the national team, I think we'd have done better in competitions.
Right, Jezza, I've got to bounce, mate, because I'm way late for the stream, mate. Listen, bless up to all of you. John Toshak, very quickly on this here. When John Toshak was manager of Real Madrid, it was 2 points for a win. He won the league by about 9 points. Real Madrid. They were averaging 4 goals a home game. That's considered one of the greatest Real Madrid teams ever. He won the league, and then by October the next year, they sacked him.
Standards.
What phase are they in? But bless up Jezza, bless up Shane, bless up DJ, Karl for chat. And man, I'll be live a little bit later on my own channel, but I'm late for rants, so I'm way late as well. So yeah, sorry, I'd like to stay for a bit longer, but take care, lads. See ya.
Take care.
Thank you, man. I'm just going to do these super chats, people. I've got to try and catch up where we are. Where are we? Fucking hell, I've lost track here. Oh Christ Almighty. I've done that one. I think. Scott, again, thank you, mate, for your super chat. Pilo, Sicko, Socrates, Seedorf, Iniesta, Xavi. Yeah, good call, man. Good call.
Can you pronounce Socrates' actual full name?
Can I?
Yeah, because it's not exactly a free piece name.
Oh, the Brazilians always have mad long names, man. That's why they always shorten them now.
Where is it?
Not a chance in hell, my friend. Not a chance in hell. Dale says, Bale, greatest British footballer? Question.
Yeah. Good player.
Was he the no?
I wouldn't say he was the greatest British footballer, but he was a good player that went abroad, though. He did make it abroad, didn't he?
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's the greatest, but he was decent, that's for sure. Luke Tompkins, to thank you, mate, for your super chat. Why has no one mentioned Ali Dia? Maybe it's not good enough.
I don't know. He's hard. There's hundreds of players we could have mentioned.
No, that's your man though. That tricked his way into Southampton, isn't it?
So I when you gentlemen were talking, I was like, wow, think of this.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Totti. I mean, yeah.
Totti was unreal. Yeah.
Dale, big up to you again, my friend. Thank you for his Francesco Totti. Yeah. SG legend. Thank you, mate, for your super chat. Goalkeepers: Buffon, Neuer, Czech, Dido, Julio, Cesar. Defenders: Esther, Ramos, Terry, Dani Alves, Marcelo. Sorry. Midfielders: Iniesta, Pirlo, Ronaldo, Messi, Yaya Toure, Kaka, Takas, Eto'o, Zlatan. I mean, come on, what a team that would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
that would destroy well.
Ballers in there.
Yeah.
Down again, man. Thank you again. For
Robbie Keane, Kevin Doyle. Yeah, Robbie Keane was an absolute top forward, to be fair, man.
Yeah, he was.
He was a nightmare. He was a nightmare when he played against Arsenal. He was a nightmare.
Keane, Kevin Doyle. Yeah, I mean, the list goes on.
Henrik Larsson.
I mean,
what a player.
Jesus. Dale, mate, you're a legend. Puskas.
Yeah, bloody hell. Gerd Muller. I said Muller.
Yeah.
Gerd Muller has to be the most sort of box in the box type striker there's ever been. He's always in the right place.
7-inch destroyer, man. Could we do a top 3-5 by nation? Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, it's a good
that'd be a good show. That'd be a good show.
Yeah,
I could do that. Anyway, we're gonna wrap it up, gentlemen. I'm way behind the chat. There's been so many people here tonight. It's been impossible.
Oh, it's been a blast.
Yeah, it's been brilliant.
It's nice to talk about something else, isn't it? Apart from depression.
I think we needed it, Jez, after last night. I think we needed it, my friend. We needed this tonight, big time.
Yeah, bit of karma. Anyway, Shane, thank you for coming on, my friend, as always. What you got coming up, my friend?
First off, absolute pleasure. I love sort of football trivia. Well, it's not really trivia, but going through all this sort of stuff, and it's always a pleasure to come on your channel. Yeah, I've got the Bruised Banana panel show now. We're moving over to that now. It starts in a little bit. And then obviously I have the Full Irish every morning. I have a few other things in the works to try in for the summer, doing a show with Views and doing hopefully one with Aaron and Views. And there's a few things lined up. But yeah, load coming. But it's all on my page, Shane Gooner. They're all lined up. I have them all there. But yeah, the Full Irish tomorrow morning and the Bruised Banana tonight. And yeah, a lot of content coming. Got to keep it regular, man. But listen, big up to DJB and Karl, of course, and yourself, Jezza. And the chat has been absolutely
big up, Shane. Big up.
Yeah, man. And go and smash the subs and the likes for Shane's channel. It is pinned in the links. So please go and do that, because these guys put a lot of work in to do what they got to do, and you've got to respect these gentlemen. You really have. And my partner in crime, DJB.
Yeah, big up, Jez. I really enjoyed tonight. Obviously, always a pleasure to share the screen with Shane and Karl and Lee and everyone. The new channel's up and running. I've got the Kenny Ken tomorrow at 6:30. We'll be talking all things of the football season and signings and players in, players out. No doubt Kenny will be talking about last night's fiasco. And I've just got other things coming up through the summer, and again, pretty much like Shane, I'll get Shane on, and I'll have all the regular guests on at some point throughout the summer, and do a little show with everyone. So man, it's all good. Listen, I'm just enjoying it, and if people are enjoying it, then all good, my friend. Yeah, thank you very much, Jez.
Yeah, it's a pleasure, man. It's always a pleasure. Karl, the Gun Down channel, fantastic. You do great stuff in there, man. Love watching it. And big up to you, my friend, for what you're doing. And please shout yourself out and give us what are you coming up with.
Yeah, you find my YouTube channel, Gundown UK. Find me on Instagram, GundownUK_33. First of all, Jez, thank you for allowing me to come on. Sorry I missed the first half of it. Child arrangements is not exactly it's cut and dry at my house, but it's fine. But it's absolutely blast. A little bit nervous coming on, actually, thinking, oh, it's going to be all about history and knowing your players. Like, right, I've got to really think long and hard about this. But it was actually quite easy, to be fair. So, and everyone came with a load of amazing names as well. I thought, Jesus, blast from the past, as they would say. But no, absolutely brilliant. I'll be on the Bruce Banana show with Shane in little under 5 minutes. Not long now, to be honest. And I will have an anger management session coming out pretty soon. And early next week, I will have a post-mortem show of Arsenal. Connor from CMO Editing has sorted out the thumbnail for me. I will be sending invitations out to anyone who wants to come on and just dissect this godforsaken season one last time. And and we do need to do something a little bit different to get away from the doom and gloom. So I will be doing some watch-alongs for the Club World Cup. And as a former darts player, and I love my darts, I will also be doing a watch-along for the actual PDC World Cup as well.
Nice.
Yeah, I might be doing some cricket stuff as well, by the way.
Have you ever scored a 180?
I have, many times.
I've never, I used to play darts, right, back in my young days, 18, 19, and I could never, ever score a 180, right? But I did score at least 5 or 6 triple 19s.
Oh, okay. Yeah, some people just have a different number, just suits the way they throw.
I just never, I did 120s, I did Shanghais and all that. I could never, ever get that like 180, but I got the 157s, like, and I was like, why can't I get a bloody 180?
Yeah.
I used to play in a dart team that there were a couple of very good dart players who used to go on the charity round with what's his name? Oh, cracky! Back long time before your times. Bristow.
Yeah,
and
likes of Jockey Wilson.
Jockey Wilson.
Lowe.
John Lowe.
Bob Anderson.
I was actually at the Lakeside when John Lowe did his first ever televised
180 9 dart
finish. I was at Frimley. I was actually there.
That was where you can drink and smoke. Just smoke everywhere in that building.
I swear down, Karl. I swear down to you. Right, I was 18, 19 at the time, and we went down there, and literally we were like, I don't know, 80 yards maybe at the Lakeside at Frimley from the stage, and you could hardly see the bloody dartboard because the smoke was like. I used to smoke then, right? It was proper, like, Jesus, what the hell? But anyway, yeah, I mean, and of course, then Phil Taylor came into it and all that. But I actually shook hands with John Lowe. Really nice guy, big guy. He's massive. He's quite a big guy, really big guy.
Yeah, they were very big guys back then, weren't they?
They'd stand there with their pints of lager.
Yeah.
And they'd be throwing it, like, I used to fascinate me, like, how bloody good they were. Eric Bristow, you know what I mean? You know, the crafty Cockney.
Jockey Wilson said he played better drunk than he did sober.
So do I. So do I. I think 90% of Friday night players play.
I noticed you're still in prison, Karl. I noticed you're still in prison.
Would you remember Jockey Wilson? He'd be on TV, right, on the embassy darts thing, right, and you could see the nicotine on his fingers.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Like, wow. how it was back in the day. Anyway,
No,
gentlemen,
I was only good at round the clock and nearest to the bullseye. That was my limit.
I wasn't very good.
Killer. That was it. That's all I could do.
I could do the 1-5, you know, the
No.
19s. I never ever done a 180. Never done it.
I've hit a fair few 180s in my time, but the one that's always evaded me is the 170 out, which is 220s bullseye.
No.
I've hit a 164. That's the highest I've ever checked out.
164.
Wow.
That's quite something though.
Yeah. I've hit a 20, but that's about it.
Yeah. Anyway, gentlemen, we're going.
Yeah, Jez, all the best, my friend.
Take care, all. I'm going to do the outro.
All the best. Sub to everyone, guys. Get the likes up. Sub to everyone, and me, and sub to Shane, and sub to Karl, and sub to Jez. Smash the likes, and bless up everyone.
Take care, people. Take care.